Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Creativity Live Adda. I'm Dr. S M A Moin. I'm a reader in storytelling and marketing communication at Queen Mary University of London. Today, I'm delighted to have you here for another thoughtful Adda over virtual tea. So you may take your cup of tea, where ideas, purpose, and leadership meet together. Leadership has always fascinated me, not as a title, but as a human art form. It's about influence, empathy, a vision, and empowering others. If you have had the opportunity to touch upon any of my books, sort of leadership compass or the melody of leadership, you will see that how passionate I am about leadership and how passionate I am to have conversation with people who love leadership. So you can say that this particular conversation is kind of romance between leaders, but in between, the melody will be offered by a cup of tea. So today I have here Mr. MD Abdul Mannan, a remarkable leader and a trainer who has trained and empowered over not just one or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, but over 11,000 professionals across the global organization, including FedEx and many more. Currently, Mr. Mannan is based in Bangladesh. You can see Bangladesh has got a strategic geopolitical location, and Bangladesh is also contributing to the world economy, especially through its government sector. And there are many more challenges leaders are facing to achieve their vision or deliver their goals while working in such a challenging environment. And Mr. Mannan is placed well to empower leaders to deal with those challenges. Mannan Bhai, welcome to this session. I'm very delighted to have you here. Of course, we will be talking English, but time to time, I think we are anticipating that many of our audiences could come from Bangladesh, so we might speak English and Bengali together, particularly for this particular episode. So would you like to say something about yourself on top of how I introduce yourself?
Okay. Thank you very much, dear brothers, Dr. Moin, for your care and concern for me and for your kind words. Already you have said huge about me. Actually, what is not me? Actually, I am not that a big shot. I am very, something very small.
You are
Okay.
humble.
Thank you. Uh, I have nothing more to say about me, but I am certified trainer. I am certified by FedEx Purple Academy. So definitely, achieving this certificate was not easy. It was a lengthy process. Almost I had to take 1 year in the process. In the first phase, I had to be Dubai for like say around more than 15 days, and they allowed me to practice for 1 year, and after 1 year they came over physically. They observed my performance, okay, how I am doing in the classroom with the management teams. Okay, upon satisfactory performance, actually I was certified. So it is a story of long back to 2004. Okay, and since then I am facilitating training. Initially it was for FedEx, definitely Bangladesh, and gradually I started for outside FedEx. And in the process, yes, as you said, uh, I have done it for huge number of mid-level, senior level leaders and management team members. Okay, and I have got experience I mean, learning by doing. So I have some insight, deeper insights. So I'd like to share
Okay.
definitely, and that is the reason we are here today. And thank you very much again. And I am really delighted, glad being a part of your this knowledge sharing session, knowledge
Okay.
sharing journey. Thank you very much.
Okay, Manan bhai, that's fantastic actually. So what I understand that you have had your struggles, you go through these struggles, and you are kind of a iron who has been burnt into fire, and then it has tried to be pure, and so you got your shape through that journey. That I understand, but I know I have a secret information about you, which I collected before actually inviting you to this program. So I know that you have been holding a important position and working for a global organization, multinational organization, but you have left that lucrative position and you journeyed into the training world and training the corporate leaders and managers. Why did you choose this path? Why you are not satisfied in your previous role and you think that you can find meaning and motivation into empowering leaders through training? What is the reason?
Okay, very important question for me. Very important question for me. And well, first of all, by default, I ambitious person. I am an ambitious person. Because of student life, it was, you know, I was treated as good student. Okay, and career path was not by choice, by default. So I was never happy with job culture, accountability, and like say routine things. Degree of freedom is less. I was never happy. So always I used to think something different out of the way. Yeah, how I can enjoy freedom more and more. How I can do things what I like to do. That was my burning desire inside. Okay. So eventually I was looking for this kind of freedom. So in the process, definitely after certification, uh, basically I am human resource professional. Okay, I work for more than 30 years in human resource management and development. So training was a part. After certification, kind of passion started. Okay, okay, I am enjoying it. Very nice thing. When I deliver training, I see smiling face in the classroom. I get lot of positive feedback, inspiration. So kind of fascination started. And then I thought, okay, it is good thing. I can pursue it. So then kind of desire and uh, I should say uh, I started to become little serious. I will pursue it. Okay. And then when I started to learn Quran, I mean our divine guidance, then the spirit of service, it was very important, very essential. So I was thinking that how I can extend my service to the society, to humanity. That was also, I was looking for opportunities.
So you think that giving training is a way of
Exactly,
serving?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I was thinking that how I can extend my service. And I was trying to find out purpose and meaning in life. What is the success? How I can define my success? Success for a small time for this, life here is not ultimately success. Success means what death cannot break. Okay, that means holistic approach. This success, if it is not aligned success hereafter, then that cannot be success. So with that realization, with that consideration, I thought that I should do something so that I don't have money. I'm not industrialist. I cannot create employment. Okay, and also I am not politician. Say if I am holding position, I can contribute through. making the policy, changing the society, transform the society. I don't have that kind of scope. So what scope I have? I'm a, I have some knowledge, I have some skills. So with that knowledge and skills, if I think if I can work for the common people, for the people who need me, so that would be something good. So with that realization, with that understanding, actually I have started off this career, and I am trying to uh, help people to be a good leader, to be a good human being, how they can be more impactful, how they can create value, how they can make this society, make this country a better place to live. That is my motivation. And first, my
Fair.
personal leadership, I am a disciplined person. I'm trying to bring more control over my discipline, everything. Okay. And once I am, more controlled, my self-awareness is high, I have ambition, I have values, I have purpose, and I am very much committed to that, then definitely I am little powerful, and with that I can contribute to the society. That is in
Okay,
brief
okay,
the
okay,
reason
Manan,
I'm
okay,
doing
Manan
it.
bhai, that's fascinating. So, dear audience of this channel, I would like to, as an academic, I would like to try to sort of theorize what Mr. Mandan has said, and I find some fascinating motivation behind his transformational journey from corporate world to become a trainer. So, what he is saying actually is that he's like a bird who didn't like to remain within the cage. So the corporate kind of laws, policies, and the limitation to make impact beyond certain boundaries could not contain Mr. Mannan. Although he had a job in a multinational company, and in the context of Bangladesh, working in a multinational company is a big dream, and he achieved that dream. So he took challenge, and all leaders, they take challenge when they want to shift their paradigm. If they try to move from one paradigm to another paradigm, and then he didn't make it just easily. He went through rigorous training process to develop himself as a trainer. He didn't just take it for granted that okay, he worked in a multinational, he's a manager, so he knows. He didn't have that kind of arrogance. So he was humble enough to go through the training, proper training, and he was certified. And while he was trying to find his meaning by not setting up the policy as a politician or by creating employment as a, the factory worker or an entrepreneur, what he did, he was finding pleasure and meaning by empowering people, developing people who could make a difference. So that's fascinating. But there is something he mentioned here, which is along the way, he realized that leaders are the torchbearers taking their people towards success. But what is the success? And that was a kind of realization that success moves beyond this material world. And that was his another quest started, the spiritual quest, and truly understanding the meaning of life. And there he mentioned that the divine scripture spoke to him. And so he put all his understanding, all kind of knowledge that would develop good leaders. But at the heart of it is the ultimate success, which is coming from divine scripture. So that's fascinating. I'm truly fascinated about your
Moin bhai,
motivation.
thank you from my heart. It is explained from your end so nicely what I could not really,
No,
and that
no,
is
no,
my
that's fine.
fascination. That is my fascination. You have understood me so well. Thank you very much.
No, no, but that's my job because I teach.
Thank you very
Uh,
much. You are really great.
no, no,
Really
that's
great.
my job. That's fine, Manan bhai. It's fantastic, no problem. Now let's go get into the. Okay, sorry. That's I think. Oh, sorry, we need to change our title. So sorry for that, dear audience. We just started, so I'm a bit sorry for that. So our title is what makes
The great
great
leaders great.
leaders great leaders great. Yeah. Okay, what makes great leaders great? To Ben, and we will. Okay, so we change our title, so that's fine. So this is our title today, Manan Bhai, and so I think the way you put the title here, it creates a little suspense. What is next? Or what I do not know? Or what I know? Is it correct? Or there is something? And I do approach in that way. So could you please unveil this secret? What did you find out that what makes really the true great leaders great?
Very interesting question. Actually, there is nothing secret, and I have secret to communicate,
Okay.
and that is very interesting. Actually, great leaders, they don't try to be great. They never try to be great, according to my understanding. So far, I realize, I feel, and I believe they never try to be great. Actually, what they look for purposeful life, meaningful life. Meaning and purpose was their main motivation. Okay. And they used to look for every opportunity to contribute. Live to serve is the spirit for the human cause, for a greater cause. Okay. And they are problem solver. What is need in the society, what is needs in the country, in the world. That was their main attention, motivation. Okay. Actually, great leader never they target say I want to be great, and because of that I am doing this, and they cannot be great. That is service spirit. I live to serve, and that is the spirit. And it regardless the position, great leaders never care about the title, positions, or power. They look for the opportunities. Problem, what is my capacity? According to his capacity, try to solve it, so that uplift the society, mankind, the future. That is how I think eventually they become great leaders. That is my understanding. And I am running after that. I never thinking to be something very special, outstanding. People will recall me. I am leaving behind legacy. I never care. I never only, I am ready to serve the community. And I have only knowledge with me, and I am trying to promote this society with knowledge. Simple.
I think you put it very well. So, really, I was fascinating. So, I was not expecting exactly the way you told because I was thinking, obviously, when I ask the question, or maybe I think my audience will also think in that way that you will be coming up with certain attributes. Okay, these are the attributes that makes a great leader great. And you see, most of the leaders, they do not have these attributes. However, see, audience, that his answer is very dramatically different. He said that great leader, they don't want to be great. So the journey of a great leader starts with selflessness. I don't have to be great. So the position or the virtue that will be added to my name is not important. In a state, they seek meaning of their life, and the meaning comes by rendering the service. So all opportunity they take, no stone unturned to serve the cause. And sometimes the cause is greater than themselves, far greater than themselves. And that's what makes the great leaders great. So that's fascinating. I love
Yeah,
it.
at the same time, Moin bhai, actually individual difference. By default, everybody is not same. Opportunities is not same. We are not equal, but we are unique. We have to understand our uniqueness. Everybody is a great leader if he thinks he can do a lot. Remarkable. And by default, we are so valuable. We are mane, the what should I say? We are the best creator of the Almighty Allah, best creator. So by default, we are valuable. You become something or not, you are valuable. We have to realize it. That's why self-awareness is so important. Knowing yourself, who are you? That is so important to me. That's why great leaders means, we don't need to follow even certain leaders. Those are good. You are unique. You have separate way. You are a teacher. You can be a best teacher. Like say I am a trainer, I can be a good trainer. Somebody is doing business, he can be the best business person. Somebody who is doing some other job, even a rickshaw puller, he can be a very good mane, human being. From his position, excellence, service wise, what he is rendering, he can create excellence. So we should create excellence from our position, and that is the greatness, what I feel.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's basically we need to understand our talent that is there within us, and we have to realize this talent, and then we have to utilize this talent.
Right.
So understanding the talents, understanding ourselves, and that all already makes us in one way grateful to our creator. And so then once we are grateful, then we make use of it, so become useful. And through consistent endeavor and hard work and trying to get better, we can be better, and that's why we can make our job, we can take our job into an art form, and that's the way, I mean, we
That is
can
the
be great.
success. That is the
Yeah,
success. And that
yeah.
success will work for here and life hereafter.
Okay, that's fine. We will go to our next question. I mean, it might be a little bit of sort of your experience. I mean, while you are training the leaders or managers. I mean, I can see that you have trained over 11,000 professionals, which is a fascinating number. So incredible legacy. What common thread or what common quality, or I would say that unique quality, did you see among those, particularly who become truly inspirational or truly great leaders within your trainees? So those who went to the top, and you see that okay, they are really possessing something we can call that okay, they are good leaders, or they could be followed. So what qualities they are showing?
Well, that percentage is very limited, you understand. Actually, people, those who are looking for meaning and purpose in life, their number is very, very limited. So that's why, uh,
Well, let's focus on their trait, not the number. Yeah.
okay. Nah, that's why I'm saying. Actually, normally they are very short-sighted. Mainly, they are looking for their, money, their position, okay, their power. They are very much hunger after that materialistic things, success, okay. But big picture, what you are talking about, it is very limited. That I'm saying, the vision driven, or bringing clarity over vision. Mostly they are lack of clarity. Actually, they don't know what they want, okay. People, those who are little aware, self-awareness, or what is right, what is wrong, those who are looking for right things to do, definitely they are good. But in my experience, in our society,
It's
very
difficult
difficult.
to
These are
difficult to find.
product of the culture. They are very conform. I mean, they are conforming the cultural requirement.
So yeah, okay.
Okay,
So they are
family, family
conformist. Yeah.
saying try to be this, and he is trying to be that. Okay,
Okay.
and the way you are getting respect from the society, you are money, you are trying to be that. That means very much aligned to the cultural conformity. Okay, that's why I don't find people who has that guards, that kind of vision, that kind of purpose. Yes, there is, but again, our entire system is not very supportive. In our business community, in the society, even especially in the uh, religious arena, we have people uh, trying to practice ethical based leadership. Ethically, they are rich, morally they are rich, but again they are suffering. Overall environment, overall culture is not very congenial for that persuasion. That's
Okay.
why your question is actually who people who are trying, what is their traits. Actually, definitely they are visionary, they are very hardworking, and they are proactive, they are creative mind, they are, I mean, with growth mindset. They are taking difficulty positively and learning and growing. And there are
But,
definitely in the
but the
corporate,
but number is very short. Like say,
very,
if
very,
very
very, very short. And definitely those who are very positive, they are enjoying good position.
okay. So that's great, Manan bhai. I mean, let's to get into another question. I think you just used a word, that self-awareness. So that particular word actually brings me to the domain of sort of emotional intelligence. So my next question is, in your experience, how critical is emotional intelligence compared to technical expertise in defining great leadership?
There is a lot of survey about this subject actually, and according to subject report actually, I mean their findings, definitely IQ by EI, emotional intelligence is much more important than IQ. Like say IQ helps you to get a job, but in order to grow, going higher level, emotional intelligence is more important. That is in a nutshell. But to me, like say, if we discuss about say leadership role, so it is not an easy job, very challenging. Leader means he has to face lot of difficulties, uncertainty, lot of situation unpredictable. So under that circumstances, remain calm and quiet, balanced, centered, grounded is not an easy thing. So in that case, in order to be an effective leader, you have to have high level of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence means understanding your emotion very well, and then if you understand your emotion very well, then management or control becomes easier. So understanding, and then you will have to have control over your emotion. Once you can control your emotion, then you will be more situational, like say where, what to say, how to say, when to say. Then definitely that will be more effective. As in the process, your relationship with others, with your team members, with your peers, with your seniors will be better. Even when emotionally you are balanced, you are rich, then uh, there's a lot of other benefits in your personal life, family life, society, everywhere. You will get kind of different, I mean, your relationship will grow, and you will enjoy kind of respect. This person is very balanced. Okay, he can control his emotion, he speaks always very balanced thing. Okay, that's why emotional intelligence in the leadership journey and in personal life everywhere plays very important role in order to uh, career progression, in order to lead a team, in order to maintain good relation, even well-being, health and well-being. Emotional, if you are emotionally healthy, then that means you are healthy. Physically, mentally, you are healthy.
Okay, that's a good actually. You covered a lot of grounds there actually. So you not only explained that emotional intelligence is vital, but you also highlighted that it is vital. And what is emotional intelligence? You also covered a little bit there, and you explained that why it is vital. So that's fascinating. My next question will be how great leaders balance authority and empathy, because we can see sometimes that leaders, some leaders, especially those who are insecure, they try to use their authority to get the job done because they are not very motivating, or not very inspiring, so they lack the ability to inspire. That's why they use their authority. But when you use your authority, obviously, it's the bond is not that much. So the empathy sort of is challenged. Is there a kind of is there some insight you can share that how great leaders, those who are really successful, they balance both authority and empathy? So influence with humility.
Okay. Uh, Actually, Moin bhai, about the situational leadership. Authority sometimes it is a requirement, like situation, people, individual difference. So you will not be effective with same approach. Okay, empathy, sympathy, or soft approach will not work all the way. That's why authority, dictatorial approach is also a requirement. We cannot ignore it. Definitely, if you wish to achieve something under challenging situation, and time is very constrained, and people under you is not understandable, then definitely you have to exercise or apply authority. That is one point. But in a ideal situation, in a normal situation, definitely empathy, sympathy, compassion plays very important role. But point is, when we are talking about say effectiveness, okay, without authority, how we can be a great leader? Then, in order to be great leader, first of all, personal leadership. Personal leadership, that means you have to be authentic. You will have to have high level of integrity. You will have to be honest. Trustworthiness, you have to have it first. You cannot compromise with that. Once it is fine at a good level, acceptable level, people respect you, then definitely compassion plays very important role. Compassion and competency. Only compassion, only sympathy, empathy will not work. Your competency also very important. Like only you are very you are very good in people management, you are very supportive, always inspiring, saying sweet talk, but you don't have any technical know-how. You don't know how to solve a problem. Under when need your support, you are away from that. You don't know, you're scared of problem. Then definitely your followers will not like you. So in that case, sympathy, empathy, compassionate are important. At the same time, you will have to have functional skills, technical skills, so that you can guide from the front. That means lead by example. And that is how a leader can be a great leader. Not only with only compassion, not only with the personal leadership. At the same time, in order to be a great leader, you have to earn skills, competencies, and learning process, continuous lifelong learning. A great leader always a student, great student, open to learn.
Okay,
So
that's a very good answer, Manan Bhai. You covered a lot of ground. If as a moderator, if I have to say summarize for our audience, so the question was how they balance the authority and empathy, and the answer is really fascinating because see, first of all, I could notice that okay, authority is not bad. Authority is needed in some situation. You need to use authority, so we don't deny authority as well. But again, Manan Bhai highlighted the importance of empathy. But then he calmed down that okay, how to balance? So you have to balance by being the person people will entrust or people will follow, and that's why you got to actually develop yourself not only with this sort of the inspirational, motivational, this soft aspect, but you also not to need to know your job. You should have the technical skill, the competency. So it's not the compassion, but compassion coded with competency. That makes the real difference. And those are the people who are, he said that, okay, then you come into the ground and you show by example. That brings in my mind something that's hands-on leader. So a leader, you can get them when you need them. So they are hands-on leader. They will be there, not only just uttering the inspirational proverbs, but also extending their hand. So that's fascinating because I think we are going into the arena of unveiling the leadership qualities. So let's get into
Moin
the.
bhai, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you allow me. If you allow me. Okay.
Okay, that's.
Okay. Can I ask?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Like there is a paradoxical approach, that is leadership is born or made. What is your views on it?
Okay, let me thank you very much. It's a very good question, because this is probably the first question and most interesting question in any leadership class. I mean, obviously, you can answer this particular question in many ways, but I will approach in this way. So, if you look at leadership theory, the classical theory to contemporary theories, you see that it starts with saying that leaders are born, but they focus on the great man theories. So, great man theory is not everybody become leader, but certain people born with certain quality will be a leader. So that's great man theory. So leaders are only born. But then, as we see other theories are coming, like behavioral theories, situational leadership, transformational leadership, here we can see that leadership is a journey. So you can learn leadership, you can develop yourself. So that's one thing. But I would say that it's both, because because why I'm saying it's both, because I will make a little difference here, because you initially said that, well, at the heart of your every quest is a divine guidance. So when I mean, same is the situation for me. So I do also consult the divine scripture, because I do question myself that, okay, I'm not created by myself, so somebody has created me. And then, in search of somebody, my creator, I have got two books. One is book of nature, I look at the universe, the science, but another is book of scripture. So when I come to Quran, I can see that the verse 30, Surah Baqarah, Surah number 2, is very clearly says that Allah is going to create a vicegerent who will represent them. And the vicegerent, he is referring the humanity. So we are God's vicegerent. We are representing God, serving his humanity as well as other species. That makes us a leader. Another verse is very clear. Allah says that is Surah Tahrim 66 and verse number 6, where Allah says very clearly that, O you who believe, save yourself and your ahal, that means your family members and friends. So you save yourself and family members from the hail of fire. And then Allah used a metaphor, the devastating hail of fire, by saying that these are the fire whose fuel is humans and the stones. And these will be guarded by a kind of angels who do not listen to anybody but the command of God. So now you can see that we are entrusted with the responsibility that we have to take ourselves through a journey and save ourselves from the fire of hell. And it's not easy, and it's a very difficult thing. So that is also appointing as a leader. So when I reconcile the divine wisdom with the classical and contemporary theory, I can see that leaders are born, but everybody is born as a leader. Every human being is born as a leader. But then you become a leader by practicing. So it's a difficult journey. It's not a bed of roses. Leaders, you have to unleash the traits that is within you, but it's still latent. So it's not magic that it will surface. We have to go through. So we will emerge as a leader and then emerge as a better leader. So that is my answer to your question, if that makes you happy. Yeah.
Following question. Arts to grow, arts to power. How it comes inside? What is the source? Like everybody is not running after to be a leader. Okay. But this arts is not with everyone. How it comes to us?
Okay, so ours, I mean, I think is sort of, I think ours something like, if you really reflect, I mean, I think personally a leader, if they want to grow, or if a leader wants to grow, then reflection is a process, obviously. So you have gone through your day, you managed your team, you managed some challenges, but at the end of the day, you have to put yourself into the examination board. How did I go through? How did I do it? What better I could do? So if we do not take past as a school or as a lesson, we will not be able to fix our present, and we will not be able to plan the future better. So all this arts, actually, it is inspired by the creator, because creator has
Exactly.
created us as the
Exactly.
best.
I'm looking forward to this answer.
Yeah, best, because we are by nature, we are the best, we are representative god. So there is a arch, this arch and arch, but yeah, we have to pay
We have to
attention, we have to
understand
reflect.
that through self-awareness. We have to understand it, we have to realize it, and we have to work on it. And
Okay.
actually, that's why mindfulness is very, very, very rich, tool.
Okay,
Mindfulness. Meditation.
Mandan bhai, I think it's fascinating that we got some comment, and let's see. Let me just
Okay.
read out first, so that we honor our audience. So somebody, Laila Anzuman, thank you very much for being here. So she said she has written that self-awareness is must for great leader. By virtue, great leaders are active listeners in an empathic way. Fascinating, fascinating. We really liked it. Yes, we need to know ourselves. Socrates told long time before know ourselves. Rumi said that we are not the drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in the drop. So you consider yourself drop, but the whole ocean, that means whole, the charisma of God
Very
creation is
powerful.
with
Very
is
powerful.
within you. So self-awareness. So Anzuman, thank you very much. Then she has also said, by virtue, great leaders are active listeners in an empathic way. I really love it, because there are two words. You see, sometimes I say that great leaders are great storytellers. And when they tell a story, I mean, I'm a sort of very passionate about storytelling. So they use the word. So Anzuman said they are active listener. So they are not just listener. But then she has not stopped there. She said that in an empathic way, not even sympathetic way. Empathic. So it's not about I am like, say, feeling your problem, but I'm feeling your problem by encountering this problem. So that's a great contribution, Anzuman. Then somebody, okay, Laila Anzuman again said that Alhamdulillah, everyone enjoying this session. So thank you very much for that. Again, another comment, leaders are born and made. Okay, so she actually says what I say. That's fantastic. Both are correct, depending on situation. Yes. So that's a bit of good thing that we have got some engagement, especially within this live. But we understand that it will be recorded, and there might be a lot more conversation. Okay, Manan bhai, would you like to ask me question, or I can ask you question?
Please,
Because
please ask me. Ask me. No problem. I will ask when I feel
okay,
it
okay,
makes
that's
sense.
fine. Okay, so okay, that's fascinating. So I'm going to my next question. So we live in an age of change and disruption. So you understand that the world before 4 years or 5 years and the world today is very, very different. Even said, think about the world before ChatGPT and after ChatGPT, or this language models, various language models. It's very, very different, and it's changing at a faster pace. So, what qualities do you think made leaders effective in these uncertain times?
Well, leaders has to be very, very agile. Adaptability is a common, criteria has to practice, and definitely, definitely collaboration. Alone, we are not enough. Collaboration in order to face this kind of disruption, uncertainty, challenge. That's why teamwork will play a very important role. If your team is not positive, not aligned, not educated, upskill, reskilling, if they are not forward looking, that means managing change is a big responsibility on the leader's shoulder now. Okay, change is coming. but definitely one has to feel it beforehand, before the incidents. So forward looking, and every time he has to. And nowadays, it is uh, data driven decision making. The leader uh, has to be very much data driven, technology driven, and not like before. Now everything is very calculative. The mathematical approach is very important to know and be conversant with it for the leaders in order to face this upcoming challenge. Future is definitely unpredictable and changing very fast, very uncertain, and leadership role has become really, really challenging, much challenging than before.
Okay, that's fantastic. You actually touch upon the question very well because you said, and obviously you little bit give an answer before in while answering other question as well, that leader has to be a learner, so they not need to learn continuously. But yeah, you said that adaptability is very important. Leader has to be
Agility, adaptability, flexibility,
agile. They need to resilient, so they need to learn all the time. And
resilience one of the, they are very important common quality.
and also the team members, so they need to, they not only learn themselves but
Alone,
they also,
you cannot face the challenge. Alone, you cannot
yeah.
face the challenge.
So but you also, but like say, you have to make your team members also learning. So create an
Very,
atmosphere where everybody learns, and everybody are so humble that they never think that they know it all.
and all together
Uh,
culture plays very important role. We'll have to practice a culture where everybody is learner,
yeah, and
positive,
that
agile,
takes,
adaptable.
and that takes humility as well. You see, humility is so powerful that you are thinking that I'm not enough. I don't know it all. That's why good leaders, sometimes when they sit among the people, so they listen, and they are the ones to actually solve the puzzle by putting their thoughts at last. Because unless they listen, pay attention, they do not really understand the scenario better
Right.
from different perspectives. So, listening, Anjuman said, is very important, and learning and growing. So, keeping themselves abreast of the changes happening, the technological changes, and what is the ramification of this advancement into the job security of my team members. That is also important. How do I develop my team members so that they will not be relevant even tomorrow and they lose their job and I have my job? So I was talking to somebody the other day, and there's some reformation going on. So that guy was saying that, okay, something is going on, so it's not very good time for us to discuss. So I said, okay, so then we can come later. Well, no. Let's discuss now because my job is not at stake. It's some of my people, they are losing the job. So if you think in that way, that because your job is not at stake, and that's why you are not concerned, that's very wrong thing. And you need to ensure, you need to create a
And one
culture
thing I,
where,
sorry. Oh, sorry.
no, that's fine, where other
No,
will
one
be
thing I have
inspired to
missed,
learn.
very important for leadership challenge, integration between technology and human. Okay, that will be a very common and important role to play side by
That's
side.
that.
Actually, a team member is not people alone. Technology is a part of the team, and together you have to work. So, how to integrate these both? Force. That is very important.
I think I was about to ask this question, to be honest with you, but you could
Oh,
read my
sorry.
mind. No, that you could read my mind. That's very good, because I was about to ask question that how, you will take AI actually in this context. But you said that the integration of AI, machine and human, is very important. So you could actually read my mind. That's very good, and that shows that actually you are an emotional intelligence trainer, So,
Not really. I am trying to maintain a good heart. I have no qualities. Only I'm trying to make a good heart or nothing else.
no, no, no. You are very humble, but I will ask you a very personal, accountable question. So, like,
Sure.
the answer will come from your personal account. Somebody thinks this question is uncomfortable, but I don't think it's at all uncomfortable. I have got some scenarios where I asked this question to some of the CEOs, and they stopped talking to me. And I was really concerned about that. But it's a very simple
I am
question.
open. I am open for you.
So I just asked that if you think about your growth or your transformation or your learning, how did you learn better? Is it from your success or from your failure? As I told you, that some people find it very awkward because they are thinking, I will be asking them the next question, what was your failure? And they are not very comfortable to say their failure. But transformational story focus on failures. That you are failure, you failed, and then you learn. But in your case, if you just really deep dive into your life, how did you actually transform your life? Is it from success or failure?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very interesting question again. Very great question. One timeless questions. My point is, at this point of age, with the realization I have by this time, I have no success. I have no failure. I don't know success. I don't know failure so far. Okay. And success or failure, I don't know at all. Since my destination is far, and after my death, the truth will open to me after my death, not before that.
No, no,
That's
no,
why
no,
you
no,
never.
one
And
by no.
I'm telling. That's why I'm not considering my success or failure. But if I achieve something in front of you, I'm talking, or people are listening me, or I'm doing something for the society. If I'm doing something, I'm creating some value. And why? What is the reason? Definitely failure. Every time kind of dissatisfaction I suffered from, and in order to get out of that, I look for purpose and meaning in life. And just in order to looking that purpose and meaning, I am here, and with what I am doing, it is my conviction. In mane, I mean, very conscious decision. It's not like I have nothing to do and that's why I am doing it. Now consciously I am doing it, and coming to this position, definitely my failure works a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's fine because, but I think didn't want to, by success, I didn't want to mean the ultimate success. So what I wanted to mean
I
is
don't
the
feel like a success so far.
no, no,
That's
no,
why
no,
I
no, no,
never
no, no, what,
label it as I am success, or
no, no, no,
I try to be success.
no, no. What I was trying to say that, say, for example, on a particular performance evaluation, like self performance evaluation, like, say, for example, you are running a training, and that training went very well. Everybody said that, oh, we really learned a lot of things, the way you talked, the way you connected, the way you imparted. So you took a training evaluation and everybody shows that it's a 5 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5. It's a success. I'm not talking about, say, success going to heaven, so ultimate success. But again, maybe in a training that you have imparted, and you are expecting that, okay, when I do the training, my evaluation, obviously they will like it. You are thinking maybe, and say you got 3 out of 5. Say, let's call it a little failure here. So in this two situation, when did you learn better? Is that 5 give you more confidence, inspired you more to do more, or that 3 given you a reflective mind that I will really go through my content? Did I actually address the current challenge? Did I understand my audience's need? Am I bringing the relevant examples? Are my examples bookish, or they are just serving the purpose? So in this kind of scenario, these are there in our life. We continuously evaluate ourselves.
You're
So
correct.
when do you feel that which moment has contributed towards your transformation more? It is that 3 out of 5 or that 5 out of 5? I think you understand the question now, right?
Definitely 3 out of 5. If I getting 5 out of 5, then definitely my growth or effort may go down. So that's why I never satisfied. Okay, and what I'm doing, if I speak the truth, actually, if I want to be authentic, actually nowadays I uh, don't care very much feedback or validation. Kind of feedback it happens within me. Okay, I do understand, and out of face reading, behavior, okay, follow up actions, I do understand what is the performance level. So that's why openly I never say with papers, put your feedback or say how it was. I am bothering very less. Rather, I am action oriented. What happened yesterday or now, I am not, going with it. Only next action. What is my next action? I'm looking forward to that. That is my way of doing things.
Okay, that says me that you are very authentic, because you are saying somebody might actually take it as a weakness, somebody might take it as a strength. That depends on the audience. But what is good here is that you are saying what you do. So you are very candid and you are true to yourself, which is fascinating. I got a comment here by Anzuman saying that failure gives the better experience. I do agree with you, absolutely. And I personally think that failure is important because failure allows us to reflect,
Right.
to question ourselves. And failure takes us to a different level if we really take it positively. But success is also important, because at the end of the day, little wins. When I'm saying success means little wins, because we are human being, we have heart, we have mind. So little win inspire us. So it's not that when
Yeah,
we
and
have little win, it inspire us. That's not okay. We say that, okay, no, I'm always right, but we need encouragement. So that's fantastic. I think Manan
compassionate,
bhai,
let's say failure. When we fail, then compassion, we have to be compassionate for ourselves also. Okay, not only compassionate for others, you have to mercy for yourself. You are human being. So if you are, feeling very bad, and sometimes, for due to, failure, there are people doing destructive things, spending time left and right, and that is not also wise. It is part of life, ups and downs. So that's
okay,
why
yeah,
I am taking it easily now.
okay, that's fantastic, actually. Yeah, so compassionate. We got to be compassionate to ourselves as well. That's another good advice, because sometimes we forget to do that. And so I think, Manan bhai, we are running 57 minutes now. So I'll be finishing our session here. First of all, thank you very much to coming to this, the Creativity Adda with me. And we talked about leadership. Let me just
এটা আড্ডা,
finish.
কিন্তু আপনি চায়ের কফি কই? আড্ডা তো
Uh,
সিরিয়াস হয়ে যাচ্ছি আমরা।
no, 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 no.
আড্ডা,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
becoming serious.
No, no, no. We are not serious. This is
We
cognitive
are not
Adda, like
serious.
intellectual Adda. So it's an intellectual
Intellectual
Adda.
আড্ডা, okay, right.
Yeah, it's
Intellectual.
intellectual Adda, Creativity Cafe. So Creativity Cafe and Intellectual Adda. So these are the kind of my keywords to brand it. But I think we had a intellectual Adda here, definitely. We have talked about many things about leadership. We talked about emotional intelligence. We got to be compassionate,
Future
not only
challenge.
to others, but for us ourselves as well. We talked about AI. We talked about how to cope with technological development. We talked about whether leaders are born or say leaders are made. And we brought the spiritual thread into our understanding of success, ultimate success, and the purpose and meaning. So that was really, I think it's a thought-provoking discussion. I'm very grateful, because I could learn a lot from you. And I think the audience, those who were attending, they also learned, and those who will be seeing, they will also enjoy. With that, I am going to sign off. My name is Dr. Moin. I'm in London, And my guest today is Mr. Abdul Mannan from Dhaka. Dear audience, signing off. Bye-bye.
I am humbled. I am honored. Thank you.